Girl, get situated, please. Come on, Bella. Hang it, child. Come on, get situated. Come on. Jeez. Whew, goodness, sorry. This is Rose's 1722. Tonight, whichever, I'm going to read to y'all Puss in Boots. Hang it, Bella. Come on now. I'm not trying to show everybody all my goodies. I understand it's your milk, but still. Goodness, come on now. You're making me. Come on. Bella, come on. Alrighty, today, Puss in Boots. Bella, stop, please. Come on, Bella. Blessed. Trying to make sure I don't show off stuff. Go watch the Tiger. My mommy goes live and reads. And then I'll let you watch it later. Okay, sorry about that. Make sure everything's all back in shape. Goodness. Gotta love kiddos. Alright, anyways. Puss in Boots. Once upon a time, there was a miller who left no more riches to the 3 sons he had than his mill. His ass and his cat. The division was soon made. Neither the lawyer nor the attorney was sent for. Thank you for the hearts, appreciate it. They soon had eaten up all the poor property. The eldest had the mill, the second the ass, and the youngest nothing but the cat. The youngest, as we can understand, was quite unhappy at having so poor a share. My brothers, said he, may get their living handsomely enough by joining their stocks together, but for my part, when I've eaten up my cat and made me a muff of his skin, I must die of hunger. Thank you for the hearts, appreciate it. The cat, who heard all this without appearing to take any notice, said to him, with a grave and serious air, "Do not thus afflict yourself, my master. You have nothing else to do but to give me a bag. Hello, how are you? And get a pair of boots made for me, that I may scamper through the brambles. Welcome in. And you shall see that you have not so poor a portion in me as you think." Through the cat's master did not think much of what he said. He had seen him play such cunning tricks to catch rats and mice, hanging himself by the heels or hiding himself in. Oh, let me show you pictures. Oh, let's see. There we go. Or hiding himself the mill, to make believe he was dead, that he did not altogether despair of his helping him in his misery. When the cat had what he asked for, he booted himself very gallantly, and putting his bag around his neck. Oh my goodness. This story just sounds freaking horrible. But okay. He held the string around his neck. Do not put stuff around your neck unless it's a shirt to put over your head or a bib to go around your neck or a tie. Other than that, don't be putting stuff around your neck. Anything that I thought of that didn't think of that is okay, but that's weird. He held the strings of it in his 2 forepaws and went into a warren where there was a great number of rabbits. He put bran and so thistled into his bag, and stretching out as length, as if he were dead, he won for some young rabbits not yet acquainted with the uh, decence of the world to come and rummage his bag for what he had put into it. Scarcely was scarcely was he settled, but he had what he wanted: a rash and a foolish young rabbit jumped into his bag, and Monsieur Puss, immediately drawing close the strings, took him and killed him at once. Proud of his prey, he went into the palace and asked to speak with the king. He was shown upstairs into his majesty's apartment, and making a low bow to the king, he said, I have brought you, sir, a rabbit with my noble lord, the master of Carbonus, for that the title which Puss was pleased to give his master, has commanded me to present to your majesty from him. Tell thy master, said the king, that I thank him, and that I am pleased with his gift. Another time he went and hid himself among some standing corn, still holding his bag open, and when a brace of partridges ran into it, he drew the strings so caught them both. He then went and made a present of these to the king, as he had done before. Of the rabbit, oh, I showed the picture again. I'm bad about that. As he done before. The rabbit which he took into the warren, the king in like manner received the partridges with great pleasure, and ordered his servants to reward him. The cat continued for 2 or 3 months thus to carry bear. Can you say bear? That's a paintbrush. A tree. Paintbrush. A rabbit. Yep. The rabbit which he took. Okay, Bella. Shh. The rabbit which he took in the warren, the king in like manner received the partridges with great pleasure, and ordered his servants to reward him. The cat continued for 2 or 3 months thus to carry to his majesty from time to time some of his majesty's game. One day, when he knew that the king was about to take the air along the riverside with his daughter, the most beautiful princess in the world, he said to his master, Bella, what you doing? Psst, 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 psst. Hey, psst. Get down. Girl, hang on. Not get down. Get up here. Get up here and stop. Look, say hi. I see that. I definitely see that. And it looks like they stole your profile picture too. Say hi, everyone. Yeah. Your messy hair. Everybody says, hi, Bella. All right, go let mommy finish. Oh, you gotta clap. Is that your lips? Ball. Go get the ball. Go get your ball. Okay, now back to where I was. Oh, first I need to get some drink. Some water. Water, water, water. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate that. Yep, patty cake. She likes plain patty cake. I'll get her to do it in a second. If she'll do it, that is, because sometimes you never know. The rabbit which he took to the warren, the king in like manner received the partridges with great pleasure and ordered his servants to reward him. The cat continued for 2 or 3 months thus to carry it to his majesty from time to time some his master's games or master's game. One day, when he knew that the king was to take air along the riverside with his daughter, the most beautiful princess in the world, he said to his master, "If you will follow my advice, your fortune is made. You have nothing else to do but go and bathe in the river, just as the spot I show you, and leave the rest to me." Bella, no, no. Bella, no, no. Psst, psst. Ah, ah, ah. No. Let mommy have it. Good girl. Now let me have the other one. Sister needs to put up her little things. My mom, she got Maddie this little thing you put water in and you color on this mat. It's pretty cool. But that's what Bella's trying to chew on. Like, no, no, no. Okay, back to where I was at. If you will follow my advice, your fortune is made. You have nothing else to do but go and bathe in the river, just the spot I show you, and leave the rest to me. The Marquis of Carabas did what the cat advised him to, without knowing what could be the use of doing it. While he was bathing, the king passed by, and the cat cried out with all his might, "Help, help, my lord, the Marquis of Carabas is drowning." At this noise, the king put his head out of the coach window, and seeing the cat who had so often brought him game, he commanded his guards to run immediately to the assistance of his lordship, the Marquis of Carbanus, I think that's how you pronounce it. While they were drawing the poor Marquis out of the river, the cat came up to the coach and told the king that while his master was bathing, there came by some rogues who ran off with his clothes. Though he cried out "thief" several times as loud as he could, the cunning cat had hidden the clothes under a great stone. The king immediately commanded the officers of his wardrobe to run and fetch out of his best suits for the Lord Marquis of Carabas. The king was extremely polite to him, as fine clothes he had given him set off his good looks, for he was well made and handsome. Good. It means I'm doing my job, hopefully. The king's daughter found him very much to her liking, and the Marquis of Carabas had no sooner cast 2 or 3 respectful and somewhat tender glances than she fell in love with him to distraction. The king would have come into the coach and take part in the airing. The cat overjoyed to see his plan began to succeed. March on before, and meeting with some countrymen who were mowing a meadow, he said to them, not sponsored, but this is a really good cup. It's Conago. I think I got it from Amazon. It's a really good cup. It keeps your stuff good and cold. I think it's 12 hours cold and then like 6 hours hot or something like that. It may or may not be dishwasher safe, but I put it in a dishwasher and it does okay. So yeah, check out that cup. And it lasts pretty good, and they come in different colors. And I've dropped this thing multiple times. See the top? Now, sometimes if you're not careful, this will break, but thankfully this one hasn't. Okay, where was I at? The daughter found him very much to her liking. If I find different things I like, I'll share it with y'all like that. Not, like I said, not sponsored, but it's a cool cup. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm being a goof because I keep shrugging my shoulders out of nervousness. Oopsies! Oops. Look, I was trying to be creative today with my hair. Anyways, I'm hushing now. Okay, the king's daughter found him very much to her liking, and the Marquis of Carabas had no sooner cast 2 or 3 respectful and somewhat tender glances that she fell in love with him to distraction. The king would have come into the coach and take part of the airing. The cat, overjoyed to see his plan, began to succeed, marched on before, and meeting with some countrymen who were mowing a meadow, he said to them, "Good people, you are mowing. If you do not tell the king that the meadow you mow belongs to my lord Marquis of Carabas, you shall be chopped as small as herbs for the pot." Goodness gracious. Thank you. I was trying to be funny, like something unique. Well, not funny, but something different. I get tired of same old, same old. Oh, here's the. Some of these stories, I swear they sound so like demonic. It's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy to think about. Give me a second. I'm trying to see where this one ends. But thank you for that. Okay, hang on 1 second. Dang, this one's kind of long in comparison to the others. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Exactly. I'm just not used to my short hair. I miss my long hair, so that's why I'm just trying to make it, where it's not so awkward. So it does feel awkward, but it's so much cooler. The king did not fail to ask the Moors to whom the king did not fail to ask the Moors to whom the meadow, as they were mowing, belonged. To my lord Marquis of Carabas, answered they all. I feel like I'm speaking some foreign language because wait, this is like, you know, written in. So like, there's a picture, but like, this is so old. It's crazy. Some of the photographs. Together, for the cats threatened had made them afraid. You have a good property there, said the king to the Marquis of Carabas. Me too. But, I kind of like the length of this, but no shorter than that. It wouldn't look right on me. Gotta have my umpteen layers of neck that y'all don't see because I don't do this. Okay, I'll quit. I'm being the goof now. But yeah, I wish I ain't cut it either. Together for the cat's threat had property there, said the king of the Marquis of Carabas. You see, Siri, not Sir, but how do you, Cyrus. Then you see, how do you say that? You see, Sire, I think that's how you say it, said the Marquis. This is a meadow which never fails to yield a plentiful harvest every year. The master cat, who still on before met with some reapers and said to them, "Good people who are reaping, if you do not say that all these corn belongs to the Marquis of Carabas, you shall be chopped as small herbs for the pot." So pretty much they want them to. At first I read it as "don't tell or you'll turn to that," so that's weird. Oh, he didn't want him to tell, or it says, if you do not say that all this corn. Oh, so he did want him to tell that it came from there, I guess. I don't know. I get confused with my own reading sometimes. Maybe y'all can answer that. Good people who, I just read that. The king who passed by a moment after wished to know to whom belonged all that corn, which he then saw to my lord Marquis of Carabas, replied the reapers, and the king was very pleased with it, as well as the marquis, whom he congratulated thereupon. The master cat who went always before said the same thing to all he met, and the king was astonished at the vast estates of my lord Marquis of Carabas. Uh, Mon, 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 Monsignor, Monsignor Puss. I know I'm probably butchering that, but came at last to stately castle, the master of which was a org, the richest ever known, for all the lands which the king had passed through belonged to the castle. Thank you. The cat who had taken care to inform himself with this org, and what he could do, asked to speak with him, saying he could not pass to hear his castle without having the honor of paying his respects to him. The org received him as civilly as an org could do, and made him sit down. I have been assured, said the cat, that you have the gift of being able to change yourself into all sorts of creatures. So not only is he that, but he's a shapeshifter. Creatures you have mind to, that you can, for example, transform yourself into a lion or elephant and the like. And the like. What? That's not animal. Or whatever you like is maybe what it was saying. Who knows? That is true, answered the org. Roughly, and to convince you, you shall see me now become a lion. Yeah, lion and elephant. That's funny you did that right as I was reading about a lion. Puss was so terrified at the sight of a lion so near him that he immediately climbed into the gutter, not knowing, or sorry, Puss was so terrified at the sight of a lion so near to him that he immediately climbed into the gutter, not knowing. My tag is like itching the crap out of my neck. I'm surprised I hadn't already pulled it out of this shirt. Anyways, that's like itching me and bugging me. Here we go. I'm just gonna stick it up, even though they'll drive me crazy too, but that's okay. Okay, that is true, answered the word roughly, and to convince you, you shall see me now become a lion. Puss was so terrified at the sight of a lion so near to him that he immediately climbed into the gutter, not knowing, not into the gutter, not without much trouble and danger, because of his boots, which were of no. Oh, there's a picture. Somebody's watching an ad. I appreciate you. See, I like when I do it on here because I can set up to do the ads. Because on my phone, I don't know how to do that. Which were of no use at all to him for walking upon the tiles. A little while after, when Puss saw the orc had resumed his natural form, he came down and owned he had very much frightened. What? He came down and owned he had very much frightened. That does not make sense to me. Thank you for watching the ads. I appreciate that. There's a little mouse. Squeak, squeak. Uh, I have moreover been informed, said the cat, but I know not how to believe it, that you have also the power to take on you the shape of the smallest animal. For example, have you heard this story before? Because your pictures are kind of matching as I'm reading. That's kind of weird. What? But I know not to how to believe it, that you have also the power to take on the shape of the smallest animal. For example, to change yourself into a rat or mouse. But I must own to you, I take this as to be impossible. Impossible, cried the orc. You shall see. And at the same time he changed himself into a mouse and began to run about the floor. Puss no sooner perceived this, and he fell upon him and ate himself. Ew, he ate himself? Ew! Yuck! I wonder if it's salty. Hee hee. I'm such a goof. I swear I am. Boom, boom, boom. Something about he ate himself or frightened him. But I must own to you, I take this impossible. Impossible, cried the orc. You shall see. And at the same time, he changed himself into a mouse and began to run about the floor. Puss no sooner perceived this than he fell upon him and ate him up. Meanwhile, the king, who saw, as he passed the fine castle of the oars, had a mind to go into. Puss, who heard the noise of the Majesty's coach coming over the drawbridge, ran out and said to the king, "You guys sneeze? Bless you. Is that a heart? Heart? Are you putting it in the bucket? That's a good Bella. Good Bella. Yeah." Floor no sooner perceived or into a mouse and began to run about the floor. Puss no sooner perceived this than he fell upon him and ate him. I read that again. Yep, a king or queen. Meanwhile, the king, who saw as he passed this fine castle of the Ords, had a mind to go into. Puss, who heard the noise of his Majesty's coach coming over the drawbridge, ran out and said to the king, "Your Majesty is welcome to this castle of my lord Marquis of Carabas." Good job, Bella. What, my lord Marquis? Cried the king. And does this castle also belong to you? There can be nothing finer than this. Is that a bear, Bella? She's picking up toys, being a good girl. Oh, now she's distracted by, was that drawbridge in the castle? Yes. Or that's what it looked like first thing that popped in my head. Coming over to the drawbridge, ran out, said to the king, "Your Majesty is welcome to this castle of my lord Marquis of Carabas." What, my lord Marquis? Cried the king. And does this castle belong to you? There can be nothing finer than this. Gotta run out of something to drink. Thank you for all the viewers. We appreciate you and appreciate the thumbs up. Courtyard and all this stately buildings. Oh, excuse me. Goodness. What surrounded it? Let us see the interior, if you please. The Marquis gave his hand to the young princess and followed the king, who went first. They passed into the great hall, where they found a magnificent collation which the orc had prepared for his friends, who were that very day to visit him, but dared not to enter, knowing the king was there. His Majesty, charmed with the good qualities of my lord of Carabas, as was also his daughter, who had fallen violently into love with him. Violently and love in the same sentence? That's on. And seeing the vast estate he possessed, said to him, "It will be owing to yourself only, my lord Marquis, if you are not my son-in-law." The Marquis, with low bows, accepted the honor which his majesty conferred upon him, and forthwith that very same day married the princess. Puss became a great lord and never ran after mice any more except for his diversion. I want you all to look at this picture. It's kind of wild. Okay, where's the... Couldn't tell if it was focusing it at like it was gonna be all blurry. Maybe I got something on my foot. There we go. It almost looks like they're watching a play to me, is what the picture kind of looks like. Alrighty, that's the end of that one. Next, we're going to read, it's called Dick Whittington and His Cat. What a name, what a name, what a name. Sounds like one of them Richie Rich type names. I don't know. We shall see what it's about. Give me 1 second while I go ahead and get this ready for the next live. Some of these stories I've never heard of because, like I said, some of them's old, but some of them I've heard different versions of. I don't know what I'm going to do. After this book, I have one more big book, and then I have random books throughout. Then I'm going to come up with something else to talk to y'all about. I'll get it somehow, some way. But this is the Roses, 1722. I will be starting another live. I might get some more water and then start another live, but who knows. Thanks for coming, everyone. We appreciate you. And this is the Roses, 1722. Mwah! Mwah! Hope you have a good night, good day, and be amazing because you are amazing and you're awesome. You can do anything you set your mind to. Thanks again.